Monday through Friday this week, starting at 9 a.m. KBPX 91.1, and that'll also be on their website, SpokanePublicRadio.org. So when I saw that this was going to be about trash, filth, and glitter, first thing I thought of was Hollywood, and about the time I wanted to be an independent film director. And I tried, and it didn't go so well. So I wrote a poem about it. This was back in 2011. Indie film. Independent ideas and inspirational, adamantly lofty inclinations. They came and arrived at the brain of the director. Though at the time he was not a director, but merely a man working stiff and unhappy with his station in corporate retail, night shifts at the gas station, and eternal robbery in progress. An idea! He resounded, taking to his laptop, one stained with cigarette burns. The letters on the keys vague and faded with 1,000,000 times 1,000 strikes, and he began to write. And so was the formation of a film, one about a man, an orphan, a wild man, cometh to society for the first time, and so was the beginnings of the script for the movie. The process continued for but 3 months. Everyone he knew had an opinion as to how this machination of images, sound, and digitized celluloid should be made. They were volcanoes of the vaguest ideas, voluminous and contradictory as to what the director had originally envisioned. They amounted to little more than ash, rather than the searing blood of the earth. Fearing no ill and caring naught for his sanity and his tenuous grip on reality. Upon the completion of the script, the director, against the warnings of others, began pre-production on the movie, The Wild Man. And thence came the casting call, a call that was minute in its original inception. Oh, but dozens of applications and headshots poured in. They poured in on a wave riding high into the breach of madness and chaos. Chaos best served with a savage squad of unpaid PAs, yes. Chaos best served with the right people, plus a well-meaning and well-rounded AD. The DP would come later. That is director of photography, not double penetration. It is something I have to mention. 50 interviews scheduled for actors and individuals wanting to work on the indie flick. One so indie, so uncategorizable, so ludicrous that it was doubtful it would ever be made. And there was a lot of truth to that. Because this is where the point where things started to fall apart at the seams. 50 people. Only 3 showed up. A couple phoned in. None of the students who applied made it. They were too overwhelmed with their cinema schoolings. And when school was done, they promptly moved to LA, which was where I should have organized this in the first place, but I was very poor. And the lead, the man, the wild man himself, well, he never made it either. He got cold feet when it seemed like there would be more work than he thought it would be. And to find a funny, fat leading man, well, that's not easy either, because the kind of people who applied to be in these films, well, they were mostly models and people who worked on commercials and things. You know, the kind of things where they force people to sculpt themselves down. So to find a Belushi, to find a Farley, was to be a seemingly impossible task. Amongst the 12-pack abs and washboard bellies, manicured fingers, frosted tips, spiked gel, well-combed hairstyles. The director, he had the beautiful people, yes, but to make a movie like The Wild Man, there would need to be a bit of the natural, the dirty, the reality. Yes, there needed to be a reality in this movie about a man who lived in the forest, reintroduced to society, and how, 20 years later, he adapted to it. And yet, that reality, it never, ever came. And instead, it died. Yet it still bore fruit, that of a different kind. The fruit of experience. And that is something you can't buy. And those were lessons the director, he never unlearned. Even if his movie, well, it never did get around to being made. Thank you.
Goodness. I love this show so much. I love that they give a stage for all types of performers. So remember, if you want to get on this stage,